Last week, I decorated my version of Coconut Mall for Halloween, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, but I think we can make it even better. First things first, let's head over to Delfino Nightmare. Or at least, that's what it used to be called. It seems you guys preferred Delfino Scream, so we'll go with that. I also wanted to dim the lights in here a bit, and make them a bit more yellow. I want warm lighting, but I don't necessarily want it to feel cozy. That's a little bit better. Next, I want to add some more details to the walls and store windows and stuff. So I imported the Luigi Wanted posters from Luigi's Mansion 3 and put some up. Now I need some spider webs, which I was able to find in a curtain texture from Twisted Mansion. I set these up in some windows, doorways, signs, and other spiderwebby locations. These really enhance the spooky Luigi's Mansion feeling of this store. And to play further into that, I imported some coins from Luigi's Mansion 3 and set a few up on the counter. But this place still isn't selling enough Luigi's Mansion merchandise, so I stole Luigi's mustache, hat, and poltergust. The hat and mustache can go on one of these hat displays, but the poltergust took a little bit of adjusting to fit on one of these t-shirt mannequins. I made sure to have the poltergusts glow green, and I also went ahead and made the gold coins put off some light too, which I think looks nice. Next, I tried putting a carpet from Twisted Mansion on the floor to kind of finish the mansion vibe. This still wasn't quite right, so I made a path of red carpet run through here as well. Then I went ahead and switched back to the wood flooring while keeping this path. Now this store has a definite spooky mansion feel to it, but I feel like I've sort of neglected the rest of the building. I've also neglected two of the main Halloween colors. I was really uncertain how this would look. I was worried that the mostly purple and green lighting would overpower the black and orange walls and just make them look weird. But that didn't happen at all. This looks awesome. I spent a little more time adjusting store lights, mostly brightening them up a bit. I want to do some things in the main room next, which unfortunately is as far as I'll be able to get this year. I want to have some interesting lighting in here, something that'll interact with and highlight these spooky trees. The first thing I want to do is add jack-o'-lanterns sitting in the trees. I looked around on Models Resource and really struggled to find something good. I would like to use something relatively high quality and hopefully something Nintendo, partially because it has a better chance of fitting in visually, but also because I don't really feel good about using some 3D model from a game I've never even heard of before. I don't really want Coconut Mall to be decked out with jack-o'-lanterns from Breaking Bad Criminal Elements. Luckily, I remembered that Mario Galaxy has a Goomba enemy that wears a jack-o'-lantern, so I downloaded that guy and deleted him out of the pumpkin. Also, quick shout out to Dogtoon64 who ripped and uploaded most of the models I've imported so far, and also DJ Fox11 and JJ314 who ripped the Luigi model from Luigi's Mansion 3. Well, I'd say this is looking pretty good now, but I want the lighting to be a bit more interesting, so I experimented for a while before landing on something that I really like, with these bright purple lights over the trees and a bright beam of moonlight on the ground in the middle. Well, now that we have these jack-o'-lanterns, we can put some in storefronts as well. I was having an issue with this weird glitchy reflection of the point light in the glass, but I figured out how to make it go away. I went over to the influence section on the point light and turned the transmission bar all the way down. I did some more little adjustments like that before eventually making my way back outside where this whole decoration project began. I want to make those ghost ships that Blender suggested to me in part 1, so I made a translucent and emissive blue-green material and put down a couple of very powerful point lights. This looks so cool lighting up the fog. But I'm not done outside yet. I also made the lanterns glow purple, and put a purple area light on either side of the Mario Kart sign. I think it's looking pretty good out here. Let's do a couple of finishing touches inside. I really want to add some life to this place, that being life of the dead variety. So I set up this here Dry Bones with some simple animations and point lights to make his eyes glow yellow. And for the main room, I brought in some boos and gave them basic animations as well. And as one last change, I brought the store detail texture into Photoshop and remixed the t-shirt designs to be a bit spookier. I also made the Toad Toy Store sign fit the store's new color scheme. And here we have it. Coconut Mall decorated for Halloween. This has been one of my favorite projects in a while. Then again, I spent about exactly 1 while working on Delfino Square, so I guess it was funner than that. I am a little sad that I only got as far as the main room, but maybe next year I can come back to this and see if I can decorate the rest of the track. And maybe I'll have learned some new tricks to make this look even better. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I'll talk to you later. Thanks.